guys, happy Motivational Monday. So today we are going to talk about self-love, self-healing, self-development, all of those things. And I have an assignment for us. And I'm trying to think what prompted this new journey that I'm on specifically. And I can't think of it other than I've been on it for a couple of years. I know it started, my healing process started as a result of my last divorce. Like I've had a lot of divorces, but the last one. Okay, and so I'm so glad that I can even laugh now, you guys. Yeah, I feel so good on the inside. Um, so I went through this horrible, heart-wrenching event, right? That was painful for me. What happened was a lot of other things came out of that. Like it was almost like I felt like I was being tormented by the devil. I thought, why all this old stuff? The devil keep messing with my mind about this old stuff, childhood stuff I had long since forgotten about that had hurt me, and I just felt like I was being harassed by the enemy. But what it was God wanting me to finally heal. I didn't even know, you guys, that I wasn't. If you stuff pain down long enough and things that hurt you and you buried it down in your soul long enough and it just becomes a part of who you are, it just becomes a part of who you are. And that's where a lot of people say, that's just who I am. That's just how I am. You know what I mean? Well, there was a few things that was about my personality or about my person that God was like, no, we're going to get rid of that once and for all and heal that. And so I just thank God for the journey. Last week I talked about abiding in Christ. And so as a result of doing that over these past few months, I just brought it to you guys last week, but over these past few months, it has really caused me to take a hard look at myself. God pointing out different things, like and showing me, like walking with me. He's a counselor. He's like the ultimate counselor and helping me get through it. And then of course you get tested with different things to see how you, and this last weekend I could tell you that I almost failed a test. I might have got a C on it. I don't know. I didn't get an F, but I feel good about how I responded to this particular situation that keeps coming up. And it's a trip because once somebody knows your weaknesses, they try to play you. They try to play on that. They try to push those, and it's usually evil people. They try to push those, and they may not know they're evil because we're not fighting against flesh or blood, right? But push those pain points. They know you know how some people just know your triggers, and they'll push them. But we have to rise above that and get healed. Why are we reacting the way we're reacting in the first place? What originally caused that? If we can remember, how do we move forward in true wholeness? And it's just a really, really good feeling when you take the time to not hide behind anything. And you may not remember exactly what happened to you that caused you to be the way you are, but I guarantee you can point out something about yourself that needs to be changed, that you can grow from, that you can self-improve from. And whether you know the specific incident that caused it, you can talk to God or go to a counselor and get different ways, learn different tools to heal that thing, because the ultimate goal is to come into wholeness, self-love fully. I think the best relationship that we can have with anybody is the one with ourselves. Outside of God is the one with ourselves. I know far too many people who enter into relationships looking for something, looking for this person to fill a void, whether it's conscious or unconscious. Usually it's conscious. People are looking for someone to make them happy. And then months down the line, when that person didn't make them happy, then there's now all this toxicity, these arguments, this, and just this, all this dysfunction. Because at the end of the day, the bottom line, nobody can make you happy. That's nobody else's responsibility except for your own. You should be bringing happiness and joy and love to the table in every area, not just romantic relationships, friendships, and at your job. I can't stand it when, and I don't have this problem at my job, but I've been in corporations where this person just comes to work toxic, just keeping up mess, just, all this old stuff. That's because they're not healed. And so we're all broken in one way or another. That doesn't mean that that we can't have successful. I mean, I got great friends, great family members, but we're all broken and we're all hurt and we all have room to heal. So what I'm saying is, it's not like I'm saying we're walking around dysfunctional. We probably look real good on the outside, but feeling bad on the inside. Nobody would ever know. So it's a personal thing, that I'm just want to motivate you guys. For those of you who said, you know what, I'm hurting, I'm broken, I never did get over that situation. How many people have never gotten over a relationship, a failed relationship, and just enter into another one as if that pain never happened? Do you know that stuff is going to come up again? It's going to show up. You can't hide in close friendships or relationships. You just can't hide. So you might as well, instead of living the rest of your life in pain, we have an opportunity to live and show up fully healed, fully whole. And it is a process. My pastor just did this series on forgiveness, and he talked about how forgiveness was a process. You just can't forgive somebody and then think that's it. No, it's a process. I mean, you can forgive them, but there's residual things after. Maybe I forgave this person, but it still hurt. But if I really forgive them, then I have to get healed from it, or else I'm going to just keep bringing this thing up, right? So forgiveness is a process. Healing is a process. Self-development is a process. Coming to fully self-love is a process. But it's necessary. And I always said self-development. I've always said it. It's not for the faint of heart. It is, that in itself is painful. Healing in itself is painful. It can be painful because you have to look yourself hard in the mirror. But God, and I'm telling you guys, for me, God is just an amazing counselor, because he'll walk you through it. Or if you need a counselor, that's fine, a Christian counselor. At this point, to me, it's just me and God, because I don't know. That's when you can really just spill all the beans and just tell everything. Not that you couldn't to a counselor, but and God knows you. That counselor don't know you. You know what I'm saying? God knows your heart. He made you. So to me, that's why abiding in Christ to me is so important, because God can tell me things about me that I don't even know, right? And it can be a painful process, because you have to face things about yourself that you don't like, or that's ugly, or you know what I mean? And I think that's why a lot of people run from it. They don't want, it's a lot of work, and they don't want to take, you know how they say relationships are a lot of work? They're a lot of work because you really need to be working on yourself daily. Hopefully you came into the relationship whole, or entered that friendship whole. But if you didn't, it's not too late, obviously, to start working on yourself, no matter where you are. If you're already in a relationship, it's already been toxic. It's not too late to start and turn those things around and heal yourself, because I think otherwise you will be looking at the other person like they need to change. No, probably they do, but that's not your business or your responsibility. It's just look yourself in the mirror and change what you need to change. I need to change what I need to change, and heal where I need to heal, so that I can show up in the world. Just show up, bringing happiness, joy, love to the table. Not expect nobody can make me happy. They can share in my happiness. We can share our happiness, our love, our joy together. But if I have a void and I'm not happy, nobody can bring that to me. There even shouldn't even be that expectation. So I know I said a whole lot and probably rambled. I should have had notes. But I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. I want us to go on this journey. And if everybody's being honest with themselves, you can comment below and share if you want. Or, like I said, it's very personal. I'm going to have some transparent moments, obviously, because I'm doing this publicly. But this is what I want to do for our assignment. You know how a lot of us journal, you probably journaled before, and you might have done gratitude journals where you wake up every day or in your day with 3 to 5 or 5 to 10 things that you were grateful for that day. I want us to continue doing that if that's what you do, but I want to also make a list of things that you love about yourself, because I don't think we give ourselves enough credit. You know, they say we are our own worst critics, our own worst enemy, and that's true. So we're gonna get rid of that theory, and we're gonna look within, not external things. You know, when I be mentored, when I used to mentor, or when I would mentor, a lot of people, I've heard this a lot. People, when I'll say, "What does self love look like to you?" and they'll say, "Getting my nails done, or getting my hair done, or and all of those things are part of self-love, but it's more self-care, external stuff. I'm talking about things on the inside. Write down, pay attention to each day. And we're going to start September 1st. If you happen to be watching this video and it's next year or months later, start today or start tomorrow. Looking through, paying attention to your day, throughout your day, and take note and write down things that you are proud of yourself for and things that you love about yourself. For example, if I help somebody cross the street, I'm so proud of myself for being kind. Or if I came home from work, worked a full day, and I didn't feel like cooking for my family, but I sacrificed and cooked dinner for my family. I just love how I sacrifice for my family. If I was unkind or snapped at a loved one, my husband or my boyfriend or my friend or whatever, but then I apologize, sincerely look them in the eye and apologize. And then I might write, I am really proud of myself. I love how I apologize to so-and-so. You see what I'm saying? Every day, pay attention to the things that you love about yourself. And before doing that, maybe take note of the things that you want to improve on. I want to improve on how lazy I am. And this is an example. I do have lazy moments though. But how lazy I am, and I just can't get up in the morning. And I'm going to work on that. Or I want to improve on not getting so easily offended or something like that. So then those are the things you want to pay attention to during the week. And so when you doing your gratitude journal, you can say, I really love how that, so-and-so said something mean, but it didn't faze me. Or I acknowledge that it bothered me, and so I'm going to work on that. You know what I mean? So just make a list. And so at the end of the week, Friday, so it's just a 4-day assignment. Friday, you'll have this full list. Then what I want you to do with that list is write yourself a love letter. Let's say one day you came home from work and you had a letter in the mail, not a text message, not an email, but a letter, a physical letter in the mail addressed to you, and you opened it up and it read, Dear so-and-so, dear Sonetta, I just absolutely love how you took time this week to cook dinner for us, for the family. I love how I know that such and such bothered you, but you brushed it off. I see you working on something such and such, and I just absolutely love how you're giving that attention. Like this love letter, things that this person just pouring out their heart, telling you everything that they've appreciated you for this week. But that letter is from you. Write yourself a love letter based on all the things that you wrote in your personal journey, your self healing journal. Get a separate journal just for this so you can continue to do this. Maybe you want to do this every week. You guys, it is so rewarding. I did this years ago, and it was an assignment that was given to me. I might have been a teenager, and I had to write a letter to myself. I don't remember the specific topic, but I do remember the assignment and how it made me feel like, oh my God. Because remember, I said the best relationship you can ever have with anybody outside of God on this earth is yourself. If you don't take the time to fully love yourself, maybe even forgive yourself, cut yourself some slack, you know. Everybody's journal is going to be different because we're all going through different things. We all have been broken. Yeah, we might show up happy or we might show up smiling and all along knowing maybe we're pretending. Sometimes we got to pretend because sometimes I just really don't want to be there. Wherever there is, I'm like, I would rather be at home. So I'm going to have to just pretend like I really want to be here. But you know what I mean? Like, amongst your friends and amongst the people that you know and amongst people that are trying to get to know you, you don't want to be fake with those people. You want to show up genuinely happy because that's the only way that you can give of yourself, your true, authentic self. Does that make sense? I know I rambled. So we are going to start tonight. Whenever you watch this video is day one for you. Writing down things that you are proud of yourself for, that you love yourself for, things that you acknowledge about yourself that you don't like, but you are going to put an effort in and working on it. And then at the end of 4 or 5 days, for us it's going to be Friday because I want it to be the end of the work week. And then we're just going to write ourselves a letter this weekend. Mail it on Monday, mail it on Saturday if you feel like it. But this weekend you're going to write that letter and put it in the mail, and you are going to feel so good, and it is going to motivate you to continue to work on yourself. Yes, we want to work on ourselves on the outside. You know, we might want to lose some weight. We might want to dye our black hair, our gray hair is black. We might want to do all this, you know, get our nails done. We might want to do all those things on the outside to make us look good on the outside. But we also want to feel good and be healed and whole on the inside, right? Comment below. Let me know your thoughts. I know I ramble, but I hope this made sense. You guys, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next week for Motivational Monday. Have a blessed week.